Felicitations, adventurers. Welcome to CARmageddTOON. I'm Taylor Felicity. I use she, her pronouns. My camera immediately started messing up as soon as we went live, which is great. I love that. We'll see if it fixes itself. I'm Taylor Felicity. Use she, her pronouns. I'm here with Becca, Ashton, and Layla playing Toon, the cartoon role-playing game. And I'm also going to introduce Layla because they are reserving their voice. So Layla's here. And that's, I guess I'll throw it over to Becca and Ashton to introduce themselves. Starting with Becca.
Hello, I am Becca. I use they, he pronouns, and today for you, I will be your animator, as they are called in this system.
Very exciting. Ashton, what about you?
What is going on, Power World? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. I vibe yes, and that's okay. Hi, today I'm Ashton, aka Tits Fedora.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I forgot to say my character's name. I'm playing Adley Moto, who you can see on the screen.
Who's Layla playing?
Oh yeah, Layla's playing Rover. Did I not say that? Layla's playing Rover, who you can also see on the screen. And with that, I'm going to throw it over to Becca to take over.
Okay.
You're in charge. You're the captain now.
Oh, scary. We don't want that to be happening. In an instant, there was nothing. At least history would kind of describe it as an instant. Well, in fact, it was a long build up to a difficult press of a red button. Hours, days spent debating and yelling and screaming, council after council getting nowhere, endless amounts of bloodshed, decorating endless amounts of land, all leading to uncovering a big red button. All leading up to a shaky, hesitant hand, extending an index finger, all leading up to a resolved sigh, which led to the press of a big red button. And in the instance that followed, there was nothing. Just a green glow of a desolate countryside, not even salvaged by the light of the moon above, for even it was tinted a haunting green. Tumbleweeds not even daring to roll across barren streets, what were streets at least. The crooked teeth of the world, once full of life and movement, decayed and rotten, crumbling down onto the shattered concrete below. Time passed, dust cleared, yada yada, glow faded, but what lingered, the shit lingered where it still needed to be aesthetically appropriate, right? As we know. And history, if history were to ever be rewritten, would say that there was nothing. But even when the world dies, there are things that can't die. But anyway, away with all that shit about the desecrated remains of society or whatever. Let's go to a surprisingly cozy little town. Rounded, colorful buildings that almost bounce up and down in the irradiated sunshine through, though they're all dinged up with cracks and scrapes. Trees lining the streets, their leaves dead and decayed, but their smiles wide and their branches waving to passersby. We see a gator standing up on two legs, wearing a tattered and worn suspended pants over an open chest. We see a tired-looking car walking along the street, all their tires flat and taking little steps with their axles instead of rolling along. We see a human man with a beard that touches the ground, wearing a hat the same size as his body, carrying something not in the same style as everything else in this town and these people. For everything has been rounded and bouncy and traces along the edge with a thin black line. No, what he holds isn't the same. It shines in the sun, despite the rust along it. No matte finish or painting up to make it seem shiny. No, he carries a shotgun, slung up, resting on his shoulder, and if it were to fire, there wouldn't be a little flag that says bang. Welcome to one of the few respites for beings known as Toons in this new apocalypse. Scribbleton. Toons, or cartoons, as those watching may be more familiar with, are kind of what exactly we expect them to be. They're cartoons. They're drawn little guys. You've seen them before. You've seen them drawing little guys. You've seen a Saturday morning cartoon. You've seen the little guys. But these figures were brought into our world by beings that they call the artists, mythical beings from before the world ended, who brought them in to create some kind of joy. Nestled within Scribbleton itself is a divey little shithouse of a bar called the Whistle Wetter. Of all things to do in this vast wasteland we call the Scrawl, tragically, this is the safest bang for your buck. Past the saloon doors that swing in and out as the building itself snores very loudly, a real fucking scene is happening out here. A fox is aggressively and badly playing the most broken piano in the hall. The majority of the instrument caved in as it's been smashed bazillions of times on countless customers. A mass of just blue fluff that's about 8 foot tall stands behind the bar, cleaning a collection of broken glassware as a mohawked beard yaps their ear off, tittering and tottering on the stool they sit on. There's a mouse napping in a massive tankard of stagnant beer, bubbles from its mouth trickling up to the surface. In the corner of the room sits an old, real, TV. Its harsh lines, a strict contrast to most everything else in this room. Static flickering across the screen. An ancient giraffe sits directly in front of it, tapping his cane on the top of it, trying to get it to flicker to literally anything else. Just for the briefest of seconds, a pre-war commercial kicks on, featuring a really gruff, handsome-looking toad in leather, and a rubber hose animated mushroom cloud before it goes back to static. There are other people here too, but I don't really give a shit about them anymore. I more so care about 3 other people that are in this establishment doing whatever they are doing at this current moment. Who wants to go?
And who are they?
I don't know.
I want to know more.
Yeah, actually, can we get these 3 off the screen? This is just my show now. Get them out of here. No. That would be all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome to the Whistle Wetter. What are you doing in this shithouse little bar, as I described it?
Ooh. Who's going first?
You should go first. It looked like you wanted to. Or you had something.
Fuck. I don't. I don't. But okay, here's what it is.
You're going first then.
Yeah, now I have to. We've said my name. Shut up.
I don't think anyone said your name. They just said you should go.
Maybe I won't go.
Okay, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the stream. We're going to sit for the next 2 hours as Ashton says nothing.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. You guys see the shoulders of a woman with very large breasts and hair that you can kind of see on the top of the shoulders, very big, very curly. Again, just great boobs, just really good. And a crop top and a short skirt and a rather big purse, standing at the bar. And I think she's just leaning both elbows on the back of the bar, just kind of looking at people who walk in.
Just observing.
Just observing. At least you think she's observing. She could be asleep. You don't see her face. Her eyes could be closed.
Truly, who knows what's happening up there?
Yeah. He's very tall.
Yeah.
You're just so focused on the boobs that you never look up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So canonically, that's the reason.
Yeah.
It's really weird because in the shot we can see the barkeep who's been established 8 foot tall behind you cleaning, but we can't see your face. It's really weird, actually.
You know what it is? It's she's perfectly leaning so that also she's not on her elbows. She's perfectly leaning so her butt is in there, but her head
in her face. Oh.
I also think that whenever the camera lands on Tits Fedora, it automatically frames boobs down.
Yeah.
I think that's the real mechanic, which really works because I'm much shorter than Tits Fedora, and I do think the moped is shorter than Tits Fedora, but we'll get to the moped later.
Okay, so are you going next then?
Yeah, I'm going next. So, in the corner, you see a group of dogs talking. A German Shepherd, a Doberman, a Bulldog, and this one real fucked up looking dude. Whoever drew this guy was not having a good time. The little fucked up looking dude excuses himself to go to the bathroom, gets off the chair on his 4 legs, walks over to the bathroom. He checks all the stalls, makes sure that they're empty, barricades the door, and then you see him take off his snout, which is actually just a painted mac and cheese to-go cup, puts it puts it in his coat, and you stands on 2 legs, and you go, "Oh my God, a cat!" Puts on his fedora, Rover the cat. And then Rover the cat leaves the stall, walking past the dog like he was never there in the first place, to go sit with Tits Fedora. "Hey, doll, how you doing today?"
Okay, wait. I don't remember if we established this. Do we know each other?
I think it will be easier if
I
you all
thought
know
we
each
did.
other.
Okay. I just needed to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then I should have said, "Hey, Tits, how you doing today?" But I say it directly at your tits, not at your face.
Yeah.
Because you can't look up there.
Yeah. It's
No
like
one
there's
can.
nothing up there. I guess she doesn't look down at you. You see that the boobs like move so that they're facing you. And you just hear a voice. You just hear a voice go, "Ah, Rover, I see that you are here, and I am here as well. Very nice to see you here.
Why are you talking like that?
This is how I talk. This is exactly how I
Okay.
talk. This is how I've always talked, and you need to respect that about me
What
and my
are you?
body."
What are you drinking?
Water.
I'm so glad you're finally going sober.
With salt in it.
Yes, the electrolytes are important.
Sometimes you gotta have that salty water.
And then we continue talking about this as hopefully.
Yeah.
No, this is good. Keep going. Gotta have that salty water.
I just won't be in it. I just won't be in this one.
Taylor. Well, they're off talking about salty water.
Mhm.
I just like a good salt water.
Yeah.
I like my water with a little bit of sugar.
While that's happening,
You just
Oh
gotta
God.
let yourself in the scene.
Please beep.
yeah,
Please beep.
yeah, I have to use my horn. So while that's happening, is there like a pool table or like something along those lines here?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a pool table here.
So so you see a motor scooter, not a moped. Very important difference because motor scooters are much faster. So important. Kind of with her front wheel like up on the pool table, and then like kind of like how in VeggieTales things just kind of like move around even though they don't have like arms. There is like a pool cue. And Adley Moto is like shooting pool, and I think thinks that she should be doing like the shark thing where she pretends that she like doesn't really know how to play pool, but is actually good at it, but can't bring herself to look bad at something. So is just going like, yeah, let's see if I can make this shot. I've never tried this before, even though I'm good at everything the first time I try it. So just really vacillating is like trying to like win like, money off of this game, but also not good at seeming not good.
Yeah, so are you trying to currently win a bet against your billiards opponent right now?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can begin a billiards match with this
Ooh.
individual who is across from you, also playing pool with you, who is just a fucking what's a funny animal? Uh-oh, where's the chart of funny animals?
Yeah, roll on the
duck,
funny
a duck,
animal
a
chart.
Yeah, I gotta look at the animal chart. I don't know what an animal is. Yeah, there's a duck, with some like plucked feathers, kind of like across from you, who is playing pool with you. How are you trying to best them in this? Are you trying to make them like look the other way as you cheat, or are you actually trying to be good at pool?
Can I
right
say
now?
that we're working together and this is a grift that we've run before?
Ooh.
If you all want to be doing a grift right now,
Because
Yeah, for
Kids-
sure.
Tits Fedora will absolutely take her salty water glass and kind of like walk up to this duck who is like the bill is perfectly like at the boobs, and I think she's gonna like fake trip so that the bill goes like right there.
right turned vertically in, or just like flat, like bill into like how
It doesn't like go all the way in, but just
Yeah.
it is like
it is happening.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll make some first rules of this game then, I
God.
suppose. What the hell are you?
Yeah.
What
What
the-
am I
Tits
gonna
Fedora
roll?
just immediately smothers a duck with
Yeah,
her boobs.
because you're trying to fake falling currently, right?
Yeah.
What do you think that kind of is? Looking at the stats that we have access to in the lovely world of Toon.
Do we think it's swim?
No, I don't think it's swim. Actually, as a matter of fact,
It's a good
Okay.
question.
not a lot of these are faking to trip. It would be perhaps a sleight of hand.
Something. Yeah.
That the closest to it, I think, of all the majority
What
of these things.
is it?
But I'll take a pitch
Now-
for anything.
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Set, disarm, trap.
Oh.
You're
I'm
trying to set your boobs as a trap.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yes.
So yeah, as you are doing that, you can make a set, disarm, trap roll for me.
Okay.
Um.
So
So yes, you're rolling
to do
2d6.
this, I roll
and
2d6,
and you're trying to roll lower than what your stat is.
which is the smarts plus.
It is just
The-
like the number that you have for set, disarm, trap.
Okay.
And if you
Yeah.
don't have a number associated, it's whatever your smarts is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't add them.
No.
Fuck. Then why did I put all of my points in here? Why do I have points? Wait,
Because that means you're
hold on.
better at it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Wait.
Wait,
Okay.
so
hold on.
no.
Yes. Okay.
Hear me out.
I'm
So
listening.
if I were to use read, my
Yes.
read is 3, but my smarts are 5.
That's not possible.
Yeah, that's what it said.
So, okay. Your everything under smarts is automatically 5 if your smarts
Okay.
is set as 5. So then you would
Okay.
buy up from there to get it to be whatever. So yes, if you
Okay.
put 3
Oh,
in read,
okay.
then it would
So
be
it
an
then
8.
okay.
Yes.
I
Yes,
just
yes.
fucked it up.
I
see
think
what
I
happened.
put mine
Okay.
in wrong too because I have mine
Great.
the skill level just the points that I put
I
into
put
that, but I
mine in
didn't
right,
add them
but
both
I
together.
made myself do math, which is so rude to myself.
Yeah, I should
Well,
have done. Okay.
Math was
Right, I see.
unfortunately correct. So congratulations on that front.
Okay. In that case,
Yes.
my set, disarm, trap is a 10,
Of course it is.
and that is a 9.
And which is under it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you set this trap of you kind of like falling forward, and are you spilling your drink as well, or are you just trapping duck in tit?
I'll spill it. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, yeah, I think like you kind of like spill it first, so the duck kind of turns around and goes, "What?" And then it's just beak in
Yeah.
cleavage like immediately.
Yes.
And while that is happening, Taylor, you're trying to what are you trying to do this griff?
I
This
am
grift of
trying
yours.
to just just do a good job with pool.
Okay. Are you honestly trying to do a good job with pool, or are you?
I'm honestly trying to do a good job because I think I was trying first to talk myself down and pretend I didn't know how to play.
Yeah.
But then now I'm like, this is the part where I like actually am good at it.
Okay.
And then can I wait? Because I want to be part of this. Wait. Can Rover quickly disguise himself as the 8-ball and replace the 8-ball with himself? Because one of my sticks is quick change disguise.
Yeah.
Okay, so I replace the 8-ball with myself. And if the duck tries to hit anything on his turn, I'm gonna roll into one of the pockets so that he loses.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you're doing that. You watch as like this duck is currently like loudly quacking and kind of like trying to get out of Tits
And because
Fedora's
I'm a cat,
cleavage.
it works really well because I'm like liquid, you know. So I just
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
While all that is happening, sell me on one of these skills as a pool check.
Yeah,
Are you using your smarts, or are you using like a muscle? Are you just trying to brute force hitting a ball?
Okay. I was gonna try to use Incredible Luck, but I reminded myself of what it did, and I could only use it this way once per game, so I don't think I'm gonna first move.
My first move. We've got 6 sessions of this. I'm sinking this ball.
I'm doing this. So I think, gosh, what would this even be?
Yeah, a lot of these aren't, play a basic game of pool. These skills we have here.
I'm noticing that. I'd love to use Zip as the base. Okay. Maybe Jump.
Okay, so you're trying to like angle your pool cue to like jump over and hit the cue ball, so you jump over another one.
Okay. Yeah. I have to like hit the ball over another ball. Becca, you got exactly what I was thinking.
I love being drunk and playing pool. Yeah, I understand. So yes, please make a jump roll for me as you are trying to jump this ball in billiards.
Okay. And so my Zip with Jump is 9, and I got a 4.
Then that is under you. Yeah. Are you solids or stripes at this current moment?
Stripes. Cooler.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. You
I just learned something new about playing pool.
We'll get to that. Let's put a pin in that. We'll save that for the break. Our whole break is going to be that. So prepare for that. You with your pool cue somehow being held up with your arms you don't have, managed to hit the cue ball, and it leaps over the magnificent swap that is happening as Rover becomes the 8-ball that you were just jumping over as you sink the 11 ball into your pocket. And as that finishes happening, you have ma'am, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't you got some of this on me. And she kind of like wipes water off off their shoulder, and like extends their hand out. Fresh from the duck's back.
You would actually be so surprised how often that happens to me.
Right, yeah, just eyes fully down.
Right, yeah. Exactly. I don't know what it is about me, but that always seems to happen. Well, I hope you enjoy your game. Very nice talking to you.
You too. Thank you so much. Sorry again. Thank you. Sorry. Yep. And fully like whips back around. It goes, "What I miss? Okay."
The 8-ball winks at Tits Fedora.
You see through her very tight shirt, like a nipple just.
Okay, yes.
Just one contracts Just like a little bit.
If you
Yeah,
think
the
about
nipple
it,
winks.
with
Got
the
it.
areolas,
Bartender, it's getting kind of cold in here. Do you think you could turn the heat up?
The
On
like
one side.
the 8 foot tall ball of fluff kind of turns. You know this to be Scruffy, and just goes.
Oh my god.
Oh, Scruffy.
And we'll kind
You
of
are-
walk further
you
back behind the
dog.
bar.
while the duck was still looking into the tits, I flick my tail out and I get another one of the our team's balls in the hole. I know
Okay.
words.
A stripe, yeah. You knock another one into there, and get another point, and then the duck comes back and goes, all right, and is going to kind of take their shot at one of these balls on here, and so at this then, Rover, I'm gonna need a stealth check, I believe. Is it called stealth in this game, or is it called
Sneak.
sneak? Yes, it is called sneak. A sneak
Okay.
roll from you to not look like to hide the fact that you were an 8-ball just kind of rolling across the table.
Okay, I passed.
Okay, great. Yeah, you as this duck manages to knock one of the solids. I'm trying to think of the different ones that are the color, the ball colors is what I was about to say. I hate that for me. Knocks one of them. It's a solid. I don't know, the red one. Into the hole. The 8-ball somehow fully on the other side of the table falls in miraculously, and he goes, "Oh, shucks! I lost again. How much were we paying on that one?"
I mean, I think you said it was the last of your money, so whatever's in your pocket is probably you gotta hand over.
You see this duck reach into the not pockets that it has, because it is just a nude duck.
It's cloaca.
Nope.
No, it has pockets.
Yeah, I mean, it reaches into its pockets, but it doesn't
Yeah.
have pants, so it's
Yeah,
reaching into
Yeah.
mysterious
The
flaps
feathers,
of skin
yeah.
that we're not
We've
going to go
seen
too
it,
deeply
yeah.
into.
We get
And
it.
You see them kind of pull the fluff of the inside of their pockets out, and lint kind of falls out. But they do manage to pull out a kind of crusty $2 bill, and a 3 keys, and hand them to you.
Can we get the fully for the keys?
Hmm?
Can we get the sound for the keys? I don't know what they sound like.
Amazing. Yeah. My invisible hands take the keys, and then I kind of, when the duck turns around or nobody's looking, I kind of pop them into my seat, part of my body kind of pops open a little bit, and I have some storage there, and I put the stuff in there.
Yeah, you somehow through the magic of animation that gets put back there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you've gained some money
And
Yeah.
keys.
and keys,
and keys, which I'm confused about, but
which almost are as good as money, in my opinion.
yeah, I'm gonna try these keys in every door and vehicle that I see.
Can I
Whoa.
can I go back up to the duck
Yeah.
and just say, well, that's some rotten luck on your part. What were those keys to?
Oh, I've just been finding them around.
They're to nothing? Why did I have your voice?
I don't know. It's kind of infectious, I've been told. I picked them. I got some of them from someone over in Curtain Falls. I got one from someone over in Pleasureville.
Oh, I've been there many times.
Really? Yeah. I hear it's gotten
I'm
real
from there.
dangerous as of late with all the raiders that are over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't used to be raiders when I was there, but
Times change, especially when Big Joey comes on rolling in.
who?
Big Joey?
Big Joey.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah.
I've only ever met Small Joey.
I'm
Well,
not familiar with Big Joey.
Big
Yeah.
Joey's this new like raider head, I think, or something. That's over in Pleasureville. I think they're How much does this fucking duck know? I don't know. I just hear a lot of people going out that way, and a lot of them are getting boggled. So,
Oh well, yes. So usually you get boggled in Pleasureville. That's happened many times.
yeah, but not always in the good way.
Oh, well, it must have changed since I left.
I mean, it depends on what you're into. I guess it could be the good way. I don't really know. I'm personally not into getting boggled that way, but you know, not gonna yuck anyone's yum.
Okay, we didn't ask for this much information about you. That's a little personal.
Yeah, you did.
You're very, you are a very kind duck.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for.
My name's Dan.
Okay, Dan.
Dan the duck, really?
Dan the duck. It's.
I say that too, Dan.
That's just how they wrote me. I can't really, I've thought about it, but it doesn't really stick. It feels, it is how it is.
You can be whatever you want to be. I truly believe in you. Anyway, I don't know who this ball and this scooter are, but maybe
I have clawed myself out of the pool table at this point.
Okay, I don't know who this
I'm just a cat.
cat is.
No, it's okay. It's just the entire setup for my character.
I don't know who this amorphous creature is, or this vehicle. But they would like to talk and hang out. And Dan the duck, maybe you can go and drown your sorrows with a little cosmopolitan.
I can't buy anything now, because I don't have any money. So I'm gonna go, I guess, back out in the streets and beat someone up until I get money.
Don't wait. Hey, question. My bag of many things.
Yeah.
Is there a limit on how many times I can use it?
That's a great question that I totally know the answer to off the top of my dome.
Because there's like a number on it too, and I don't know what that number is. That
number is how much it costs to buy it.
Okay.
For sure.
Oh, I meant like there's a number, not the points, but like there's a number next to it that I think if I don't. Hey, I don't know how to play this game.
Hey, it's okay.
Hey, at least it's simpler
5 points.
than VTM.
So yeah, yeah. The 5 next to it is, so to pull what you want out of that bag, you have to roll that number or less.
Okay.
But you can use that endless amount of times. You just have to roll it, and if you roll higher, I get to choose what comes out of your bag.
Oh, okay, fantastic. I would like to use that right now.
Great.
And can I reach into my boobs and pull out a cosmopolitan, just ready to go, olive on it.
A cosmopolitan with an olive on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll 2d6 for me.
Okay, great. So the amount of so my thing is 9. That's a 7.
Okay, you pull
Like
a
a full
Cosmo out of
cosmopolitan.
your tits that's got an olive in it.
And I just hand it to him.
Whoa! Where
Don't tell Scruffy.
I won't. You know how he gets about outside food and beverage.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Although this did technically
then
come
I'll
from
go eat.
inside the establishment.
It did come from inside the establishment. Thank you very much. Cat I've never met before.
And of
Right.
course, big-headed, beautiful woman I've never met before.
Cool. Well,
We
I'm
don't
gonna
know each
finish
other.
this, and then I'm gonna go rob some people. So
Fantastic.
cheers.
Have a great
I
day.
thought your name was
it.
Dan.
What?
Why are you gonna rob people?
Oh!
What?
Joke of the day.
As this individual, this duck, Dan, my apologies, which is
He
Christian.
has a name.
Sorry. Yes. He was christened. So he did
So
float.
was Tit Fedora.
I
Yeah.
thought his name was Dan.
did
Why was
float.
he christened?
You never got his middle name?
His name is Dan Chris Rob.
Yeah, Dan Chris Rob. His foot that in that order, that's his name. As Dan makes his way outside, as the doors again swing kind of like open, like as he walks out, you all begin to hear this yowling screech from outside. It gets louder and louder until it's like right on the other side of the door, and then there's a thwack as someone just slams into the saloon doors as they just very happen to shut at that exact moment and stay shut. That you kind of see like a figure down there scrabble upright before kind of gently pushing the door open and then closing it behind them as they step in. And then they're just making sure it's closed and going before their face twists in terror again and they start screaming and then run and dive into a large planter that's next to the piano.
What's
Well,
that
that's not my
guy's
problem.
deal?
I have absolutely no idea, and I don't care to engage. Anyway,
That's the best response to any GM giving you any plot ever. Just like, not my problem.
Yeah,
I
let's-
don't
let's-
understand
let's
it,
talk-
and I won't acknowledge
Dan the
it.
duck, actually. I don't know
Not
why
my
this
circus,
person's in here
not
yelling,
my
but
monkeys.
I didn't say this person was a monkey.
I'm gonna go look at whatever they were, and wherever they went, I'm gonna wheel over and kind
Yeah.
of peek.
I'm gonna do
into
that
the
too,
thing.
but with legs.
Okay, great. You two kind of like wander over as you see kind of like, you know, just like the snout of this incredibly dirty weasel kind of like poke out of the large planter.
Oh,
And-
I'm watching from a distance. I do not trust this guy.
And you see like, you know, with just their snout sticking out, they've got like a big, like, you know, like a big boo-boo on it. So it's kind of like, you know, like red and kind of like throbbing a little bit. And they've got like
Yeah.
really wet looking eyes as they're kind of like peeking out, going, is it safe? Is it safe out there?
What happened to you?
Listen, I was just I was out in the scrawl a little bit ago, and the group of these raiders came on by, and I don't want to say it. And they duck back into the planter.
I kind of like poke my handlebars in, and kind of like lean in, and I say, "Hey, you can tell me anything. I can take care of those raiders for you. I've taken care of many a raider."
The full like weasel head kind of pops out, it's like very like sudden. Like, you can, even when they kind of like reach into like behind them as they kind of like climb out, and like their kind of like arms are trembling as they reach up behind them and go, and they mugged me, and pulls out a broken mug.
I look at it really like seriously, and I say, "Wow, the scrawl's really gone downhill since the last time I was out there."
That's not even the worst part. They throw the mug on the ground and it just bounces. I mean, they were all Toons, but there was one of them that was really. I don't want to be rude to, you know, other Toons there, but that one was really weird. I could like see through them. They were just like lines.
A transparent too.
I didn't ask the
PNG.
gender. I was a little busy getting mugged. A little preoccupied with that.
They didn't have children either. That's crazy.
I didn't ask for the whole like family tree. I was kind of getting, you know, busy getting, you know, bonked on my snoot and getting a mug like thrust in my hands.
So not trans or a parent. I was wrong. I'm sorry.
I mean, I could see right through them. Oh, you've been transparent in that way.
Like a ghost.
Yeah, but
across the
it wasn't
room.
like
Really, like a ghost.
no. it wasn't obscured. I could still like it was clear as day. It's just on the other side of them. They were just like the kind of looks at like this introspective like look at self and like just pointing kind of at like the black outline around them.
Oh, interesting.
And then there were like other lines, like there was one like they were lighter, and there was one like here, and then like here, and then there was like a triangle.
Oh,
A
no.
sketch.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's so much worse than what I was thinking. I thought we were dealing with some manga.
No,
Oh
they.
no, not the manga. No, that's in a different country.
Exactly. I was just worried that we had
A
been
lot of
invaded,
it
and
could
our
be-
borders are open.
A lot of it had gotten over here, so there's some of the manga still around, but I know they don't like us as much, and I honestly understand it. I get it.
We have very large eyes.
So this sketch.
Yeah, and they do incest a lot. It's weird.
But only step incest.
Yes, only that. Yeah, you're right. That's so much better. Thank you.
So this sketch booped your nose with a mug, and then you ran away.
Well, there were other there were other toons out there with them that weren't like that, but there were like 2 or 3 of them that were kind of like a sketch like that, I guess, if that's what you're saying.
That sounds sketchy.
I don't get it.
Were
Me
they
neither.
Okay.
were they a sketch of something familiar to you, or just
This is gonna sound a bit rude.
no? Go
but
ahead and say it.
They kind of look like shit. Wasn't very good.
Like they were. Oh, I'm sorry. They weren't shaped like shit.
No, it wasn't like the Emoji Movie, right?
Okay.
No,
I
it
love
was
that movie.
okay. We'll talk about that later.
That's the second break.
Yeah, they're both covered. No other topics can come up. No, they just look kind of bad, and not like bad, like villainous. Like they're gonna tie you to a like train track and twist their mustache. They didn't even have a mustache. They didn't even have like the features and things.
Oh. But I bet
Okay,
they
I
look
think
like
we
a
gotta
man.
go check this out.
Do they have the vague shape of a man?
Like a peanut.
No, just just the vague. You know a man, your classic man. Just the shape of a man.
You hear from like over by the TV.
It's not about the shape of the man, it's about what shapes him.
You hear over from by the TV. You hear the giraffe go, "Well, I know the shape of a man. I'm quite familiar with that." He kind of turns around.
Okay, Gary. We don't need to hear about this.
You know this person actually as Mayor Raffataff, the mayor of this town.
I used to work for him.
Yes, this is the mayor.
I used to
Oh
work
my
for him.
Oh my god,
Um,
openly gay mayor? We love this.
Yeah, openly gay mayor giraffe.
So progressive.
Well, was it shaped like a man, or was it just a bunch of lines and doohickeys like that?
Is this Bill Clinton?
Is that what you're getting from this?
You kind of sounded like Bill Clinton and George Bush's child.
Oh, I didn't realize they got impreg.
They did.
The
Wow.
anime does that as well. The manga folk over there.
Right, I've seen
Love
those
that
ones.
impreg.
Yeah, that I mean, they weren't. I mean, it was kind of person standing on 2 legs shape.
Oh yes, so a man.
I mean,
It's
It's
always a
human.
man.
humanoid, I suppose
Right there in
to
the
be the
name.
word. I mean, there weren't like big circles here or nothing like that. So, but there wasn't also like
There
a
it
long
is.
rectangle, right? Because they're only
Yes,
long,
I
right?
know. They never have them.
Right. So I don't know. Maybe they were clothed. Maybe they're decent, but I didn't see any like lines and stuff like that.
Well, if they're out there terrorizing Toons, then I I feel like I have a moral responsibility to go out there and take care of them.
Oh, that's real good
Sure.
of you.
I just think it would be fun to shoot things with my gun.
Yes, I don't really have a preference, but I could. Why not?
You say from across the pond.
Why not?
The mayor begins to walk up like with his cane, as like his neck's like really like bent over in this bar as he like
Wait,
walks.
he has a cane, so is he on 2 back legs and then...
Yeah, he's on 2 back legs.
Okay.
If you were to categorize him as a
he's
dog
in a
or
right
a
angle.
cat,
What?
if you were to categorize him as a dog or a cat, it's a cat.
Yes, if I were to categorize him as the like a creature that walks on 2 legs, a cat, or a dog, a creature that walks on 4 legs, I would categorize him as a cat. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Understood.
Okay.
Yes. Factual. Yeah, no, he's basically at a 90-degree angle. Like his neck his head is here. As he walks. And he goes, "It would do the entirety of Scribbleton a huge service if you youngins went out there and saw what the situation is with these lines. I knew some lines back in the day, and they didn't go well with my system."
Okay. Now I'm
Okay.
feeling
What?
like I don't...
No, hey, excuse me. Excuse me.
What?
You can't, do not be homophobic towards this gay giraffe.
Oh, you notice he's his like little pride pin that he's got on like his bare chest.
John, I used to work for you. I know.
Oh, tits.
Yeah.
Where have you been, honey? I've been wondering where you ended up to.
Here, you found me.
Oh! Well,
Have you
tits
kept the
always in front
filing
of me
the
all
same?
along.
Yes, you get it.
Oh.
Filing should be the exact same.
Yes.
Hi, Mayor. It's been a while.
What?
I said hi. It's been a while.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, when you talk lower, I can hear you better.
Oh, I said hi, Mayor. It's been a while.
Yeah, that sounds good. I like that one.
Yes, of course. I hope the information I provided you has been useful.
It always is.
Incredible.
Not in public, please.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. And
You should probably go after those raiders.
Yeah, they went. They were going that away.
Thank you very much. I understand.
Right.
Yes,
There's a sign
northwest.
outside that is exactly that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys set off?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You begin leaving the quaint and cozy little town of Scribbleton to head out into the scrawl proper to search after these Toon raiders and these apparent sketches that are out there. And I think that perfectly lines up with around break time, now doesn't it?
It does perfectly line up. So we're gonna go on a quick break. While we're on break, get a drink, get a snack, all of that good stuff, and we'll see you in about 5 to 8 minutes. So we'll see you in a little. Bye. Hello, everyone. We're back with the middle half.
Middle half?
Yes. We're
Okay.
back with the
That's what
middle
you said.
half of the first episode of CARmageddTOON. I forgot to mention this, how oversight for me. But I have to say, Mila, canonically first in chat. Mila did the first redeem. They were first in chat. I forgot to mention at the start of the stream. And then also, before we get back into the game, I want to give a quick shout out to the person who did our character art for this game, Ethan, who knocked it out of the park with these character designs that you can see on the screen for Tits, Rover, and Adley Moto. And then also some of the other art that you're seeing pop up, for example, the bug with the die that's in in Becca's screen, and then some of the other things that are kind of popping up on the overlay are all from the Toon book. And the artist for that, I think, is Kyle Miller, I'm pretty sure is the name. So check out both of those things. Is it Toon art, the command?
Yes.
Bug
It
with a
is
die with a
Kyle.
big ass, exactly.
Bug with a die with a big God. I have
Okay,
to
right,
edit
I'll
my
just do
notes right
this.
now. Bug with a big ass. Get him
Uh,
in there.
yes, so link to Ethan to commission him for your stuff is there. And then also, oh, Mila just redeemed Cartoonify us, so I'm gonna do a little filter action for a couple minutes.
What?
We're
So now we have a cartoon filter.
Oh.
we're going through it.
We're going through it. So for I think it's 5 minutes. We'll be in cartoon mode. Layla hasn't changed because they don't have their camera on, so I couldn't do the filter for that. But
Just
in future
imagine
streams.
cartoon darkness.
Yeah.
Impersonating
Imagine
me.
cartoon
Yeah.
darkness.
What
I think that's everything that I need to say. So I'll throw it back over to Becca to take back over.
All right. Yeah. You continue leaving the small town of Scribbleton, heading deeper into the scrawl itself. Looking out at it, it's kind of boring for the most part. I wish I could describe like a daunting and terrifying land overgrown with like overgrown plant life and huge like destroyed cityscapes. Hell, for some reason, just like random ass zoo animals hanging out or whatever. But no, the scrawl, wherever it is just desolate, boring stretch of land, empty desert pockmarked by the occasional town or truck stop. Hell, the city, everyone's forgotten its name, is at the other far end of the scroll, and wow, it's super interesting. It's also super dangerous, and any Toon with their minds about them keeps clear of it. So instead, I'll just describe the cracked and broken asphalt under you as you make your way out of Scribbleton itself. The blazing sun kind of shines down on countless grains of sand, the broken down old real cars, blood splatters, and just bubbling pools of an inconceivably green liquid. You pass billboards of different advertisements, cars, sports teams, radio stations, fallout shelters, all the kinds of things that people or whatever would have cared about. The only sound aside from your movement through here is the wind that whistles past you, and, well, for the audience, some ambient travel music to make things at least somewhat interesting to watch. Yeah, are you doing anything as you're just kind of making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past?
There is one other sound. There's one other sound that is heard apart from our movement, which is just me honking my little horn to
what are you honking at?
it's
Slow
just
walkers.
any slow walkers I see. I think Adley is just like as we're like going through, it's kind of almost like an intimidation tactic to be like, hey, we're coming through, and honking to like scare people away. So just occasionally just a little like honks as we're
Yeah. You one time, and you do see like from underneath like one of these cars, like a probably dish plate sized cockroach kind of like skitters out from it and like away into like the deeper into the desert itself, successfully running away from your meeping. Continuing to follow your way down this boring stretch of road, you come across a sign that has this on it directionally, and following the guidance of the weasel whose name you did not get, so I won't tell you it right now.
Doesn't matter.
That's just in my notes.
Dead.
yeah,
I'll
Weasel
never
didn't get
see
our
him
names
again.
either, so
That's also true.
He could have guessed.
Yeah. Could at least guessed for one of you. Actually did hear Tits' name. So, yeah. At that sign that you see has a graffitied, poorly drawn dick on it.
Nice.
You can continue moving past that into the desert itself. You pass hills and dunes, and you begin to see kind of like marked every now and then these little like burrows or something, like these large kind of holes in the sand. And coming like from out of like some of them, these like tracks that have like trailing thin lines. that begin to go.
Can I jump in one of the holes?
Yeah, fucking course you can.
Oh my god.
It's a
before-
cartoon. I have to jump in a hole.
Okay, before Rover does that, can I once again use my bag of many things and just pull out like a rope so I can tie them?
Oh, that's so smart. Using a rope.
Yeah, roll to see if you get a rope.
8. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's
Yeah.
under 9.
You
Okay.
pull out a like a magic trick from your
Yeah.
tits. You just pull out and basically endless amount of rope.
Yeah, and I want to tie it to Rover.
Mhm.
And then the other half is still connected down there.
Okay, so it's still, is it held firmly in place?
Yeah,
via
it's pretty in place.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I just wanted to make sure.
You flex your pecs.
It's very much like I'm like this.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. And then Rover, you're doing like just a little like leap into the hole.
Yeah, well, I have my tail attached to the rope,
Okay,
and that's what I'm sliding down on.
okay. You're
So I'm
sliding down on the rope.
head first.
Sliding
with
down
my
head
tail
first.
attached to the
Okay.
rope.
Okay, so you are like bungee jumping essentially almost.
I've never been bungee jumping, but I believe you.
Do you think I have?
Well, I don't know. You do things sometimes.
There's kind of an important aspect missing, which is a bungee jump is traditionally done with a bungee, which has some give
Yeah.
to it.
I didn't take that out. Do you want me to try again?
Wait, let me do a bungee cord.
Pulls out next to the rope.
Make sure you get a harness too.
Oh yeah.
You
This
go.
whole game is just Ashton pulling things out of her boobs.
I would love that. That's why I took this skill.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's good.
You begin to dive into this hole, and you surprisingly how big are you?
Oh, I'm like a normal cat size. You know?
like one of them.
Yeah, like one of them, you know? That's why the dogs feel bad for me.
Oh,
That's why
because
they're
you're like
"Oh,
you're little.
yeah, I'm a little puppy.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're a little puppy.
I'm
But
a
you are a
little
cat that walks on
puppy.
2 legs. But yeah, this hole that you're getting into is there's a lot of room like around you if you are a cat-sized cat that walks on 2 legs. Horrifying. I'm thinking about my cats walking on 2 legs, and it did creep me out. They would commit crimes.
It's like Puss in Boots.
They would stab someone.
They basically do already. Crawling into this hole, you can see that like more of these like thin kind of like lined tracks like kind of crawl out of it. And it's like almost like kind of burrowed out with something very large, like kind of like moving its way through it. How deep are you going into this hole?
Until it stops, baby.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We cut away from, the scene of you crawling. I don't know why you're crawling like this. You're literally if you wanted to walk like how cats walked before in the pre-times, you could in this space on all 4s. If you wanted to RP as a dog in here, so to say. But
Why not? But I'm just following this hole wherever it goes.
okay. We cut away
What a
to basically like, the screen showing us almost like an ant colony of like a twisty little tunnel, and we just kind of see like standing at the top of it, well, a motor scooter and a woman whose head is out of frame, just kind of like there waiting at the top as we just watch a cat go
The little dotted
until
line.
yeah. Pretty much, and then at one
To
point,
be fair, one of my sticks is I do have incredible speed.
yeah, so it's very quick, luckily. Even when you go down the wrong way, get stuck, have to loop back up, and you do a few like loops over and over again until you kind of get to this larger kind of like burrowed out area where you see that there are some like shedded bits of what looks like black carapace.
Yeah, I
Not-
know what that is for sure.
Like
Is it?
bug bone.
Oh, interesting.
I was like, how do you describe that?
Like an exoskeleton of a bug.
Yes. But it's not a cartoon.
Ew.
Whoa, they're real bugs.
But you just see like the carapace of this here, and you see that down here also are like a little like nest of these like cracked and like broken eggs.
A nest of crap. Oh, they're a bunch of bugs. Oh, we're gonna have to fight a bunch of bugs. Okay, well, I go back up and then I go, can one of you ring me? Can one of you beat me out like a rug? And then I go completely flat as a cartoon, so one of them can beat the bug exoskeletons off of me.
I mean,
rug. Like the way you beat a rug.
I will absolutely grab your paws and just start like shaking you.
Yeah, there you go. Great. And once that's done, I go, well, I think there are some bugs on the loose, and I don't mean the computer kind.
Ooh.
Are they in the holes? Because I don't know if the rest of us can fit in there.
I definitely can't.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're in the holes anymore. I think they were. And then they came alive. And now
They came alive.
they're anywhere. They could be anywhere, really. I don't know.
Well, isn't that the nature of life?
I guess.
Life finds a way.
It always finds a way. Yes, it does.
Okay, now let's go kill some motherfuckers.
Rover, can you track these bugs?
I mean, I can try. I'll be about a level 2 at it. Whatever that would mean.
You have to roll lower than a 2, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that means. I'm not very smart.
What is something that bugs like? I probably have it. That's what I'm saying.
Honey. Some of them like honey.
Sugar? Yeah. Popsicles? Melted popsicles?
I mean, if you've been keeping popsicles in there, they're definitely melted by now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can pull out a box of popsicles.
The circus? Bugs love a circus.
Oh, the circus! What a genius idea.
They like light. They like light. But you can't really pull light out of your.
I can pull out a flashlight. Or
Okay,
you
don't
know what?
flash
Not
us
just
now.
a flashlight. One of those very, very large stage lights.
Yeah, do that, and then if the light doesn't attract them, then we can use it for the circus.
Perfect. I'm rolling.
Okay. Yeah, roll.
Huge spotlight.
7. Here we go. Huge spotlight out of the boobs.
You like stick your whole arm between your tits and manage to pull out this like massive like full wingspan reaching spotlight that just the second you fully bring it out, it boom clicks on and is just whoever is directly in front of Tits Fedora as this happens just gets blasted by this
It's
like
me.
yeah, whoever you just get blasted by this bright ass light. Your fucking cat eyes don't know how to react.
I take the blinded condition.
Yeah. The blinded condition gets invented in this game and you take it for a round. A round is invented also in this game.
I have to roll 10d10 and take the lowest.
Precisely. I know I said this is just a d6 system, but also you need 10d10.
You need 10d10. In case you get blinded.
Just in case, and you guys just so happened to. It's so weird that they included that in here. I was like, wow, that's a weird thing to add just for the blinded condition. But yeah. Now you have this huge ass, unlimited power theater light that you've got going on.
I thought you were gonna stop at huge ass, and I was like, great.
That's not where the light came from.
Tits hasn't turned around
funny,
yet, so we don't know.
Oh, I can tell you it's thick. It's
I
definitely
found
not.
the light in an ass before.
Yeah.
What? Sorry. Hold. Pause. What does that mean? Could you elaborate on that front?
It means I found God.
Yeah, great.
I was gonna say.
That's
Perfectly
all I wanted
It's
to
clarified.
know.
kind of beautiful when you think
We
about
can,
it.
okay, time back in. We can
Yeah.
resume now.
We've established Titch Fedora is a Christian woman.
Yeah,
We haven't
said that, I
established
think,
that on stream
before.
yet, but now it is.
Before the stream started.
They could have still been like, oh, she's a Scientologist.
No, that was a joke.
My apologies.
Christianity, very serious.
Ashton, I can't believe you would joke about Scientology.
We don't joke here.
Yeah, no jokes allowed, please.
I've never done a joke in my life.
So you have this giant light.
Yeah.
So do bugs come? It's your cue.
You just want to
So?
bring out a light and see if bugs show up?
That was so
Sorry.
bratty.
Bug check for bugs being out in the middle of the day. My apologies.
Hey, GM,
God,
that's
it
your
was the
turn.
middle of the day.
Yeah. I just said the blazing sun is shining down on you. You want me to
Just
roll
say
and see if
no,
more bugs
okay?
just to get a teensy bit of more light?
Should we? Okay, now how about we all just sit
I wanna
down
be
and
clear,
wait for
what's my
nightfall?
turn?
I'm sorry, I've forgotten what we were here for. Were we here to catch bugs?
No, this was just kind of a side thing that Rover wanted to do.
Okay,
I saw a hole.
gotta
Yeah.
go in it. I understand.
Any holes are gone.
Well, it looks like there's no bugs, so guess it's time for a circus. I can do the stunts. Who wants to be the ringmaster?
I mean, I could do the ringmaster.
Okay, and who wants to get shot out of my cannon?
Me.
That does seem like a rover job.
Okay, I
Okay,
don't
let me
know.
grab the
can be a cannonball.
cannon. I'm gonna grab a cannon.
No, I have one. I already have one.
Oh yeah, that's what you do.
Yep.
I already have one. I pull. I pop up in my little compartment a big like human size like cannon like from the circus thing pops up. And I also there's like a little like helmet kind of like on the side like strapped to it, which I look at kind of look at Rover and then look at the helmet, which is like human woman sized, and I say, I don't think Melody's.
I just stuff myself into the helmet.
Yeah. As you're doing that, I'm looking. You can see I look a little bit like the helmet is like important to me in some way, and I kind of go like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. And
I
I
can
just
also get a cat-sized helmet if anyone's interested.
No. I like this plan.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Tits, if you wouldn't mind loading Rover up into my cannon and then announcing the show.
Oh, exact. I can absolutely do that. And I'm going to just like pick up Rover. Yes, exactly. You got it. And just kind of like put his little feet in there.
Okay. You load this
I seem
cat in
very
a helmet.
confident about this.
Yeah, you load this cat in a helmet into a cannon on a motorized scooter's back.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to stand. I really quickly I go and I turn off the light, and then I go and stand right in front of the light, and then I snap and the light pops on, and I go, everyone, welcome to what are we calling this circus? Fedora Circus. That sounds good. I am Tits Fedora, your ringmaster, and here we are going to launch Rover out of a cannon.
My like
Tumbleweed
one
blows
little
by
paw
you.
comes, sticks out of the cannon, and waves at the crowd.
Another
Yeah.
tumbleweed who kind of jumps up in the air and moves by your hand.
They're loving it, Tits.
I start doing like without even like checking with Rover or anything first. I start doing like crazy donuts like really fast and just like swinging like the cannon around. And I
Make
start
a
going,
drive vehicle check for me, please.
well, okay. Hang on. I don't think
Okay,
this should.
hold it.
We talked about this in session 0.
Oh, my
I don't think
apologies.
if I'm riding.
Oh right,
I don't
yes,
think
you like to. You can drive. Other
I think
vehicles,
it should.
yes.
I think it should be run.
Yes,
if
you are
I'm
running.
controlling myself.
You
Yeah.
can drive other vehicles is so funny.
If I got in a car, then it would be drive vehicle, which
Yes,
I
yes,
wouldn't
yes, yes.
because cars
Make-
are my natural enemy.
You are running.
Mine
you are,
too.
You know, a car, not a car. You're not. But
Yeah.
make a run.
I'm a vehicle.
As you begin sprinting.
Okay. And I'm honking my horn, of course.
Yep.
I'm like,
and I
conditioning you, like I have to stop talking.
Yeah.
I'll do a
to shut
different
up.
sound for the attention sound next time.
By
I gotta
session 6, we're gonna have so many different honks that all mean different things.
It'll be a really elaborate system. I got
I'm
a
gonna be on the
5, which is 9 is my
Okay,
number.
then yeah, you begin doing some like very tight, sick turns, like as you're like spinning around, really putting a show on.
Yeah.
The sound of your engine is kind of like reverberating through the scroll itself.
And I start saying, "Ladies and gentlebugs, get ready for the show of your lifetime!" And then oops, that's not the right sound.
Sorry, what was that?
Okay. I thought it was gonna be a drum roll, but it was this.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Honestly, that's cooler.
Yeah. And then
What the hell?
ladies and gentlebugs, insects of all ages, put your hands together for Adley Moto! and I shoot Rover out of my cannon.
Okay, make a fire gun roll,
Yeah,
please.
that's fair and balanced. Where is my?
It is exactly what you are doing, I would say.
It is. Okay, so my roll is, or my number is a 7. So let me roll my dice. I got a 4.
You got a 4. So you you see the little fuse on the cannon begin to like go down before. And what does it look like as Rover shoots out of Adley's cannon? You can both help me with that one.
Well, can I say that I immediately come out of the helmet? It was not securely fastened. I'm immediately out of the helmet.
Oh no.
And I'm entirely singed. All of my fur is completely singed because I was fired out of a cannon.
Yeah,
Perfect,
so
yes.
I do like this like slide before I like shoot the cannon where like all this dust goes flying up. And I like kind of forgot that I'm like supposed to be waiting for bugs to like be here or like attract them or whatever. And so I shoot the cannon off and like in my mind, it's like the good old days when like me and Melody, who was like my best friend and my rider, like would do these like stunt tricks and we would have like all these crowds. So like in my mind, there's like, you know, I'm hearing like the sound of like, you know, people cheering, and like I'm hearing like the roaring crowds and everything. And then the thing, like the cannon goes off and then I see Rover go in one direction and the helmet, Melody's old helmet, go flying off in a different direction. And I just, like, for a second, like, I'm looking at Rover, like, I have to go catch them. But then I, like, kind of my gaze shifts back over and, like, locks in on the helmet. And I start driving in the direction to catch the helmet instead of going over to catch Rover.
Okay.
This will have
I-
no repercussions on our relationship.
Can I try to pull out a trampoline?
Ooh, I would love
Incredible.
to see you pull out a trampoline.
But Tits Fedora, you could be the trampoline. Your boobs.
That's plan B.
Playing
But
boobs.
really quick,
fair,
I'm just
plan
gonna pull out a
boobs.
trampoline.
Yeah.
6. Okay, cool. And it's big.
You pull out a full-sized family of 4
Yeah.
backyard trampoline from your tits and frisbee it
Yes,
across
exactly.
the desert.
I want to like aim it for where
Yeah.
Rover's gonna land.
You can throw it for me if you would like to.
Okay, hold on. Let me look here. Yeah, got it. That's a 3.
That's great. Yeah, Rover, there is a trampoline that gets flung directly into your, projected landing path.
Perfect. Guess what I
Great.
got?
I land on it and I do a
10.
cool flip.
No, I got a 10.
Oh, you got a 10?
Oh no!
The trampoline still comes out, and the trampoline, you're like, oh, that's going right for where I'm going to land. That trampoline's going to hit you midair, and you are going to bounce further into the air as the velocity
Okay, I
of
still
it
do a cool flip.
flying at an angle and you coming in like this is going to shoot you even further back in the direction that Adley was just in and is now driving towards some helmet.
Yeah, I
You
can
can
still
do
do a cool flip, and I think that Adley is watching because Adley's my friend and would never abandon me.
I'm not watching you.
And so I'm like, I bet Adley thought that flip was so sick.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what role to not fucking eat shit.
No,
you're gonna
honestly,
have to
I
make.
should do it. I should land in the ground, and I land feet first, and then the only thing outside of the dirt is just my head.
Yeah, you slam into the ground and manage to hit kind of one of these burrows underwater. So your head pops out. You're gonna take 2 damage from falling like this.
Oh my god.
And then, as you land, moments later, somehow the trampoline, which was going a different trajectory as you, also lands on top of you and sinks into the ground, and your head bursts through the canvas, the wrapping around it. It goes boing, and you see the springs go pew 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 and go popping off of it.
Yeah, and then I go, that was sick as fuck.
Adley. You're rolling in the direction the helmet blasted off in.
Yeah.
You are rolling that way, and you hear some chittering that way, but that's not really what you're focusing on. You're going after this helmet. That's what's important. And as you kind of round over this dune, you see a probably crocodile-sized scorpion. With a helmet now kind of precariously sitting on its head.
No!
That is currently fighting something that looks like just a bunch of lines. You see that it's got the scorpion has one of its claws on what looks like a weird rectangle where its arm should be. You kind of see that there's a square with a triangle that kind of there, but you can see fully through this. It's kind of difficult to see them, but you can see this sketch, you're assuming, getting just manhandled by this scorpion with a helmet now on its head.
I don't know. I'm if I help that sketch, then I can get my helmet back. But I know that sketch is bad news, so... but I have to get my helmet back! I'm just kind of looking back and forth between them. And I'm gonna try... I don't really have weapons other than the cannon, but the cannon doesn't have cannonballs. It's just for people. I have dynamite.
Just for people.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really have weapons. I just have dynamite.
But the problem is I don't want to blow the helmet up, so I don't really think that's very good. So I think I'm just gonna try to scare them both into scattering away, and maybe the helmet will fall off and I can get it. So I'm just gonna rev my engine and spin my back wheel and kick up a bunch of dust, and then just go ham honking my horn and drive over. I'm gonna run over them.
What does it sound like you going ham on your horn?
Oh yeah. Let me let me cue that up. It sounds like this.
Just one.
Yeah, I was just the one. Yeah. So you're revving and getting ready to charge towards them. You're trying to essentially intimidate them. Is that what you're?
Yeah, intimidate them basically.
Okay. That is kind of fast talk is the closest that will get to it.
Yeah, so the bad news is I don't have any points in fast talk. The good news is I have 2 points in chutzpah.
Oh,
So
see,
I-
would
Okay.
roll a 2.
So I just have to roll a 2. How hard can that be?
Easy.
I rolled an 8.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
You begin to like rev like your little engine that can like, and you are like on top of this dune. So you start to like just kick up a bunch of sand, like a bunch of sand, and it slowly is starting to bury you until like you're just kind of your eyes are peeking out from this pile of sand that you've
I'm
just
wiggling
piled
my
on.
eyebrows.
Yeah. So you do see from your eyes that are just blinking from this dune hill that you currently now are, that the sketch is kind of turned to look at you, and you do see like these like circle and like line and then like across and then down. They're just like a see-through featureless face just kind of turn to look at you. You see kind of like as it turns, like it like is missing like a few like in between frames. Like it goes from like profile to 3/4 to looking like at you.
A chill goes down my chassis.
Yeah. But you see that the like the scorpion is still like kind of like pulling on this sketch. And does not seem to be really bothered by what's happening over there.
My mouth is below the sand, so I think I'm just like wiggling
still
my. Okay, well I'm still not going to. I'm just gonna wiggle my eyebrows and like squirm my body to try to get out of this sand, and I'm gonna honk, but it's more of like a help help kind of honk to try to get the others to come over here.
Tits and Rover, what's going on over there?
Well, I'm still stuck in the sand waiting for my friends to come get me.
Yeah, I'm running over to help Rover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank God.
And I'm just gonna like pick. Your head is sticking out.
Yeah,
Just
it's
your
just
head?
my head. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
can I
tits.
just?
Claw
Do
game
that.
this cat out.
Yeah.
It's like it
and-
goes. My neck stretches really far before my body finally
Like snaps back up, right?
Yeah.
snaps back up, right? Thanks, tits. And then I grab my fedora from the hole and put it back on my head. Where's Adley?
You guys hear a bunch of
Adley?
honking in
Yeah.
the distance.
I'm going to assume Adley's
Oh my
over
God,
there.
they must have been kidnapped as they came to try and help me. We have to go save them.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I will. I mean, if Rover wants to like, I don't know if Rover wants to like stay on my shoulder or like wants me to carry him.
No, I can walk. I'm a Toon. I'm
Okay.
fine now.
Okay, cool.
I start running and I run on 2
I
legs because I'm
I do
bipedal.
have. I do want to say I do have an empty purse. If you ever wanted to ride in it, but
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll get in your purse. I don't care. I don't have any pride.
cool. No, yeah, I'll like open up the bag for Rover to jump into, and then
I just
start,
pop in.
like-
It's just my head. That's out.
Yeah,
No, it's just
I
the
just start
fedora. You
running.
only see the fedora as she runs.
Yeah.
I start running, and like you just see like
Yeah. Like there's a shot where like theoretically, like if your tits weren't bouncing so high, we could
you
see
would-
your face.
Yeah,
But they're just the bounce on them's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, it's
Locking.
like as your head goes out of frame and you go up, the tits go down.
yeah,
And then as you start landing down, the tits go up and
Yeah,
hide your
exactly.
face.
yeah.
Yeah. But you run, you Baywatch your way up
Yeah.
in the direction of these tires that you can see where your friend went, and you see a dune hill on top of another dune hill with a pair of eyes blinking out of it, and you see a large scorpion currently fighting this like drawn looking sketch figure, probably
Is
about
this-
like 30-ish feet away from you.
Is the scorpion like a real scorpion?
Scorpion is a real scorpion.
Ew. Okay.
It's a real scorpion. It is the size of a crocodile.
Well, I'm gonna start digging.
In the purse?
Dig Adley out.
Oh. Yeah, you approach this honking pile of sand.
I just do like the cartoon animation, like really fast dig.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it just creates a duplicate pile just right next to you.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if these guys care about boobs.
I don't know if the scorpion does, but I think we could roll to see if the scorpion cares about boobs. I think that would be fair.
Do the scorpion's eyes could do that?
I'm peer pressuring you, Bex.
I have to roll to see if the... Okay, what kind of roll do you think it is for the scorpion to decide if the scorpion cares about tits?
Okay, I think it's a swim. No,
Excuse me?
And I roll it. I'm gonna roll.
it's a resist fast talk.
That's what
It
I
has to
was
be
gonna
resist
say,
fast
Yeah, it
talk.
would be resist fast talk versus, I guess, the fast talk of your breasts.
Yeah. Do you need me to roll fast talk for breasts?
Let me just see if I fail this roll instantly.
No, the breasts have like an automatic DC.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you get the attention of this scorpion to look at your tits? Because right now it's currently attempting to murder something.
I would like to look down at these guys who were fighting
guys.
and just go, these guys, and just go, hello, boys.
You see the same thing that would just happen previously, where the sketch kind of turns to look at you, but skips a few frames.
Yeah.
Like as it does. But then also this time the scorpion claw still like on the sketch, and helmet still like haphazardly on their scorpion head, turns and looks at you, and you do see the sketch has no eyes to bulge out at you. But the scorpion, you see 8 sets of little eyes go wow in a cartoony fashion as it looks in your general direction.
Yes.
And you don't think scorpions, like normal scorpions from the normal world, have tongues? I don't know. I'm not gonna look at that, audience, because I don't wanna.
I'll look
but you
it up.
see like a rolling tongue come out of this scorpion's
Whoa.
mouth. This real scorpion, you see this
Yeah.
cartoon tongue roll out of its mouth. As like you see it like you see its scorpion tail like stands like up on end, like wow.
Yeah.
As now it is just looking at you, and you see its claw like lets go of the sketch, but it's gonna start to skitter your way.
Great. Okay. Are you?
I see Taylor's faces as Taylor is looking. Do scorpions have tongues? And it's so funny.
I found an interesting answer, but I will keep it to myself.
What?
They have a cloaca.
Oh no!
No, we'll get derailed if I talk about this.
No,
but Google
they
it
got
Google it at home, everyone.
Yeah, on your work computer, Google it.
Do scorpions have tongues? The answer may shock you.
I look
Taylor,
back.
you want a game?
Is Adley like out of the pile?
I think I've dug her out.
Okay.
Oh.
I look.
Okay, well now we have to say something about it.
Yeah.
Scorpions have arguably the most elaborate tongues on the planet.
That's what I saw.
All right, everyone, hold on. I hate you
Oh my
guys.
god!
Dang
I'm not
it.
looking it up because I hate bugs.
That's
but
valid.
I'm happy for you
I hate
guys.
bugs, but I like
Tongues?
scorpions. Okay, so scorpion tongues looks to be a pepper.
Yeah. But if you look up "do scorpions have tongues?" then there will be there will be more results for you. They're like
Basically,
long
they have,
story
like,
short,
weird little
yeah.
things under there. They have 2 weird little like brushes almost under their body that like lick the ground or some shit.
Yeah.
That's
Kind of like
fun.
butterflies have like
Yeah, they have
tongues.
a butterfly proboscis or whatever kind of thing, but except they're hard.
I love them. Okay.
Well, this
anyway,
scorpion definitely is.
I look back. I look
scorpion
back at them. I look back at them and just go, I think now they're all coming for us. I don't know if what I just did backfired, but what should we That's a crab.
Oh, it's
I
doing
fire my gun in
it's
it.
doing
I
a
try to
mating
shoot it.
dance.
I want to shoot the scorpion in the head. I want to
You're gonna
headshot
shoot the
the
scorpion in the
scorpion. I want to headshot the scorpion.
Yeah, make a fire gun roll.
Absolutely. Let me
Not
get
the
my fire
helmet!
gun.
Not the helmet, Rover!
Great.
How do we shoot a
I
sketch?
passed.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about it. It's gonna go right through.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
What'd you get on your fire gun?
Well, I rolled an 8, but I needed to get less than a 9.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah.
hits. And just
I put
roll.
I put a lot of my stuff into very specific ones.
No,
Yeah,
it's
me too.
so valid. That should put all of hers into pull thing out of tit.
And swim.
Swim apparently in a wasteland.
I,
Ashton
When
got
you knew this was
confused.
gonna be a wasteland.
Ashton loves to make characters that are obsessed with water in a desert.
I have huge
That's true. This isn't
And
the
have
first time.
huge tits.
That's normal. So rolling damage is just a d6, regardless of what kind of weapon you use.
Incredible. Well, that's because it shoots flowers.
Oh,
I headshot flowers at the scorpion.
okay. We'll still
But I
roll a
rolled a
d6.
4.
Okay, you. What kind of flower shoots out of your little cat-sized gun?
A daffodil.
A daffodil. So you pull out your gun and you aim at this scorpion and you fire, and a daffodil kind of just missing the helmet, 'cause it's kind of like, kinky winky sitting on its head, like hits the side of it, and you see like a little burst of like petals as the scorpion's eyes and tongue like flat back into its head, and it looks like a normal scorpion again, and it kind of turns to look your way before turning to look at tits again, and its tail kind of goes before it kind of looks back at you, and is just still gonna head towards like up the dune hill, claws a pinchin'. It's gaining.
I want to try to drive at the scorpion, and I want to try to like maybe if it has its like claw down or something at some point, I want to like drive up the claw, grab the helmet, and then like ramp off the tail that's like sticking up. So I want to try to do that.
Yeah, do a stunt. And that, I guess that I mean ride, run, I guess.
Run or jump, I guess.
Run or jump, yeah.
They're both the same, so it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah, so either of them.
It's a 9 either way. It's kind of a combo of both.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4.
A 4, yeah. You you see like as it's going, it kind of like has to like, as it begins to climb up, it like lowers one of its claws so it can like help get up like the hill, and you take that opportunity to go like up its arm, and you somehow like your wheel like hits the helmet and it kicks up and flips, and it lands like directly on your handlebars in the famously most secure place for a helmet to be. It will not fall from here. As you then go like up off of its tail and probably do like a little sick flip before you do end up landing like on the other side of the scorpion, kind of like like a scorpion on one side of you, Sketch on the other side of you. The Sketch is kind of just standing there.
When I land, I want to do like the Akira slide, kind of, to try to intimidate the Sketch. So I like go off the back and then like sideways towards it and see how it reacts. A bunch of sand like kicks up as you slide, and it's kind of weird as you watch all of the sand like hit the parts that are like pencil and pen drawings, and then just fall through and past the rest of it. But you just see it kind of like stands there and just like its head goes from like this to, and just like kind of like cocks its head at you. I'm gonna look at it as it cocks its head, and I'm gonna say, "I never did like modern art."
Akira, 1988.
What?
That's so... I shudder.
Oh no!
There's just
no,
like
we're
a
killing
like
this thing.
the sound of like wind and there's like a whistle in the air as we're like looking at each other. Adley's eyes kind of like narrow a little bit, but I'm also really scared of this thing.
Yeah, the frame narrows as well as you're both like, you know, it's a zoom in on your eyes narrowing and then a blank face with the like hatching lines of where eyes should be. Like looking back at you. Roll a d6. You ran over a scorpion.
Okay.
I think that counts as hurting it a little bit if you ran over a scorpion.
I thought I was getting hurt.
No. You did a sick jump.
I got a 2.
Okay.
Can I say there's like a tire mark like right on like the scorpion's like forehead?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's gonna be a sick scar if the scorpion even survives.
Hell yeah.
Even if bugs can even have scars.
Okay,
they
I'll
can.
look it up.
I have a gun.
Yeah, go ahead and Google it.
No, they can't. They can because I've seen A Bug's Life and the one
Yeah.
sexy one.
The documentary A Bug's Life.
All of them?
I more meant like the evil grasshopper with like the.
You think he's the sexy one?
I mean, they're all the sexy ones. You're right, Ashton. I haven't
Sorry.
looked at him in a while. Okay, this is what we're gonna yell at me about.
Yeah. Sorry.
I can't do this game anymore.
Anyway,
Hits, is there anything that you're doing? The scorpion is still now. It's like climbing up this hill, kind of still trying to approach you and Rover.
yeah. I'm gonna. I don't like this sketch thing. It's very upsetting.
Yeah.
And I want to reach into my boobs and I want to pull out like a giant sword.
Oh. Yeah. Sure.
Because I don't think projectiles are gonna work on this thing. I think you gotta slice.
Okay. Yeah. Totally. Pull out a sword.
Slice and dice them.
If I hit it, if I get the 9 and it's a 9.
That passes.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. I would like to pull out just like a claymore. Like
Oh, I was gonna
huge.
say a Final Fantasy Buster sword.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You mean a bustier sword? Because it's like
We're really good at this.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Taylor,
Is that what it's
did
called,
I,
a
have I
bustier?
ever told you
Yeah.
that I'm in love
It's
with you?
The busti la caca.
Yeah,
I
precisely
think
that.
you maybe have said it before.
So yeah, Tits, you pull out this massive sword from your cleavage. You've now got a weapon to cleave from your cleavage.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I want to like.
There's still Scorpion running
Yeah.
up that hill to make a deal with God.
I know.
That's the song that's playing now officially.
I want to go
Yeah.
like full.
If I really
I know.
could, you could
You
do
good.
good.
Like, okay. Yeah. I know I talked shit about them earlier, but I want to go like anime. Like hold it behind me. I want to like run
Mm-hmm.
and I want to like this is never gonna work. I have such bad athletics. And I want to jump,
Yeah.
like do like a flip through the air.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to land right in front of the sketch.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I want to vault over the scorpion.
Okay. Sick. Yeah. Do a jump. Do a jump. So
Okay.
easy. Just make a jump roll for me.
Yeah. I'll make a jump roll.
Jump.
So I guess so jump is 2.
Okay. Great. Yeah. All you have to do is roll 2.
That's what I
Easy.
have. That's what I have. Yeah, that's an 8.
Okay, yeah. You've got this sword behind you, and you
Yeah.
begin like running with it, dragging it like in the dust behind you. It's kicking up
Yeah.
sand behind you really dramatically, and you you're running right up towards this scorpion, like about to like do your jump, and you jump maybe like 5 inches in the air. Your sword dragging you down, and you do land face first on top of the scorpion.
You guys see, like I hit the scorpion face first, but also tits first, and just like, yeah, no, you just like a bunch of like loose change and like screws.
A bunch of keys.
Yeah, jingle the keys,
What would
jingle
the
the keys.
sound effect for that be?
Yeah, what the sound for the
The
keys?
key sound.
No.
I
That
think
was
your
so
keys
bad.
just hit the mic.
They did.
They didn't jingle.
I flung them up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I hit the scorpion and I do the thing where I just like slowly slide down.
Yeah, your arm is still like back holding
Yeah.
the sword behind you, so you just kind of like
No.
slide off the side of the scorpion.
It was
You're
worth a
gonna
try,
take
man.
1 damage from fucking just eating it on
That's
this
fair,
scorpion.
and that's fair. It was worth a try. Imagine if I had done it though.
Yeah.
Do I just?
this-
Okay, hold on.
Rover, any last things? The scorpion is now just had Tits bounce off of it and is kind of now turning its attention back to Tits and is kind of like bringing its claws up like.
I know that movement.
Rover,
Layla,
doing anything
you
to
are
stop
muted.
that one?
If you're talking.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna shoot the scorpion again.
Okay, great.
Listen, I do 2 things. I disguise myself as a dog and I shoot things.
Great. And I'm all out of
Dog
Kibble.
disguises.
Dog disguise.
Okay, great. So do I just roll the damage?
yeah, if you succeeded on your fire gun.
Okay, let me see if I succeed on my fire gun roll.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, then roll a d6 for me.
Totally do. Great. Okay, let me roll one of these again. Incredible. I got another 4.
Okay. What is the flower that shoots out of this gun that kills this scorpion?
I think it's a dandelion. And it's like projectile of like multiple dandelion little seed things.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like ping, 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 ping. Of like dandelion seeds.
Yeah. These dandelion seeds just shoot out and begin to like riddle like the side of the scorpion because it's kind of turned more away for you to face Tits, and it just gets like, sorry, I'll jiggle, and like gets riddled with
There you
them. And eventually just you see them kind of like piercing through its carapace like into it, and you just see kind of like green ooze come out of it as it just kind of slumps over onto the ground. The scorpion defeated. The sketch,
Thank
though,
you.
still
I
remains.
blow the rest of the dandelion from my gun.
Amazing.
And then I put the gun back in my pocket.
Yeah. And I think then we can deal with the sketch after the break.
Oh,
Incredible. Perfect timing. We're going to go to a break. Same deal as last time. 5 to 8 minutes will be on, and then we'll be back with the third and final half of the first episode of CARmageddTOON. See you all in a bit. Bye. Felicitations, we're back with the third and final half of this first episode of CARmageddTOON. And I'm just going to let Becca jump right back into this and kill us or whatever.
Oh, that's what I was talking about in the break. Yeah, the sketch is still here. The scorpion has just been blasted with dandelion fluff to death. Tits is still on the ground holding a sword, and currently there is a standoff happening between Aldi and this sketch.
Adley?
My apologies.
I'm not a grocery store.
That's my favorite grocery
Aldi.
store.
I looked at it again and I was like, oh yes, Aldi.
it's
I am bored.
understandable. Yeah, I think as I'm like staring at this sketch, I'm just gonna say, who are you? Who sent you?
With came friends from town.
What the
You're
hell
not.
did you just say?
Town with come friends.
You came to town with friends?
came from town with friends, I think.
Yes.
Okay, what town?
Curtain Falls.
We heard you're
Curtain
mugging.
Falls town.
You're mugging innocent weasels. Is that true?
We don't know if that weasel was innocent.
Shh, tits.
Was told. Give friend mug custom
Who told you?
Oh, so you were told you were supposed to hit this weasel and it would be nice.
Yes.
Not true. You were absolutely lied to. I got it. These guys have autism.
Wait, are you talking about us, or are you talking about... Are you talking about... Are you saying, like, Tits and Adley don't understand? They have autism.
When I finish laughing, I'll tell you. No, I mean, the sketches clearly just have autism.
Oh! I really thought you were on... I got it. These guys have autism. They don't understand you.
They don't get it. I do.
I get it. I'm allistic, so I understand you.
Don't even remember what I was supposed to be saying.
The last thing that was said is, I get it, these guys have autism, so I think we're just looking at the sketch waiting for it to confirm or deny.
What?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But yeah, we need... These guys just don't... Someone told them... Who told you that you should be hitting people with mugs?
New friend.
Did your new friend have a name?
Red.
Red? R-E-D?
2D.
Two Ds.
Huh. This Red
Oh
seems
my
like
god,
a
I know
bad
him. He's
character.
from Animal Crossing.
No, was told that one, not friend. Doesn't
Oh,
understand art.
Yeah, that
You're
one.
right.
He's also bad. I think
Yeah.
honestly, most of the time I don't trust Reds with 2Ds.
yeah, that's bad. Now,
It's like the name Kevin. Like you just can't.
yeah, you can't just
Usually it's bad.
But-
names.
Okay, but
if there's
guys...
two Ds like
Kevin.
here, then it's okay to trust.
Kevin. What?
Is that your name?
No.
Okay.
Where are you from? And who are you?
I don't understand.
Where are you from? And who are you?
Kind of-
You, yeah, you. I don't know what I'm pointing with because it's invisible.
yeah.
My handlebar.
I stand up and point for.
Was some before place. Don't. No.
Okay, so they also have amnesia.
Okay, it's not really polite to armchair diagnose people with things, okay?
Okay, I'm not armchairing anybody. I don't even have an armchair. So,
Would you like one?
I would like to sit. It's been a long day.
Got it. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull an armchair out of my boobs.
Okay. Make a roll.
Hey, eight. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
What
I pull it out.
kind of armchair?
Oh, it is like very nicely upholstered. It's like
And
red.
it's my size.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's like one
Perfect.
of those little it's like a cat bed,
Mm.
but
It looks like a
is
cat chair. Like
Yeah.
a chair. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I just put it down on the ground.
I curl up like a little baby.
Look,
What
we don't
were we
want to have
talking about?
we don't want to have to fight you, but you can't go mugging people.
Yeah,
Friends.
don't hit people with mugs anymore, or like really any objects unless they're trying to hit you.
Friends, okay, said. To
But yeah,
do.
but where are your friends now? They left you to fight a giant scorpion. And we saved you.
Scorpion.
That thing.
Movie Scorpion King. Yes.
Okay.
You know a lot about movies.
Yes.
It's the autism.
Yes.
Is that your special interest? All movies.
I don't know. Friends finished job. We're going home.
Where is home?
Curtain falls.
Okay.
Do we know, like, is that a familiar place to us?
Curtain Falls. I'm just seeing if you have like a history check equivalent. No. Yeah, you know Curtain Falls. Curtain Falls is like the name of a raider encampment that is set up in an old theater. An old like pre-war theater.
Okay. Oh, when you say theater, are we talking about Phantom or?
Phantom.
Okay. Okay.
We're talking about the opera.
Got it.
We're talking about theater RE.
Yeah, theatre.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it be a good idea, do you guys think, if we had our new friend here take us there?
Yeah, do you mind showing us the way to Curtain Falls?
No.
So you will.
Yes.
Great.
Was not how I supposed to answer it that.
You did it perfect. You did it absolutely perfect. You're wonderful. I'm sorry. I'm Tits Fedora. What is your
was
name?
about to ask name.
You don't have a name. What do people
No.
call you?
I have
And they kind of like they reach up and kind of like brush the air like a little bit, and you kind of like see them like uncover just like a like 04 dash 07 dash 2145.
Wait, where is that? Above them? There's like a thing?
just above them in space.
Oh.
that.
04. So what? April 7th?
We could call you Oprah for O.
Oh.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I would
Anything that
just.
starts with
I was
O.
going to say April is right there.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
think April is a good name.
But
April.
yeah.
April.
Yeah, you got it.
Do you like that name?
Confused.
Why are you confused?
Like?
Like.
Does it feel good?
Good.
Does it
Okay.
does it not, do you have bad feelings about it? Does it make you want to hit something when you hear it?
No.
Okay,
Does
that's
it-
good enough for me.
Does it make you want to kiss something when you hear it?
What?
I'm trying to figure out what you know and what you don't know. You know hitting, you
That's
don't
the
know
enti-
kissing.
That's the entire
Lips
spectrum
don't
of human
have-
reaction, killing and kissing. So
Would-
once
I wonder if I could draw. No, not that, but just add something to your face so you have lips.
does anyone have a pencil?
I think we can't draw, right? We didn't like Toons can't draw. Is that right?
Yeah.
Y'all can draw, you just can't create a new
Oh, okay.
cartoon
Right.
character.
Right.
Okay.
Which this thing in front of you is kind of a cartoon character.
So it has the date above it. What
Yes.
year is it? Do we
I
know like
draw
what
a
year it
face
is?
on
to
a
us?
piece of paper and I tape it to his forehead so he has a face.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, can I pull out like a full cowboy costume?
Yeah. You can pull out a full cowboy costume. Sure.
Sure.
Well, do we
I
like
add a
the cowboy
hat
idea?
to the face.
Yeah.
Do we
I
like the cowboy idea? Or
I like the
any
cowboy
sort of
idea.
Cowboy? Okay.
The
6.
you guys know that the year is 2145. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Oh.
the year that it says is the year that it is.
Yes.
Oh,
Huh.
that's very interesting. I give him I put on the cowboy hat and the chaps assless.
Okay.
And
I mean, I have a feeling April is assless too, so that works out.
yeah.
The
Did you-
Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
you just Google that?
1993 to 1994.
No, I already knew this one because I've already been on Taylor's channel talking about Briscoe County Jr.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Wait.
Yes.
I kind of say, hang on, April, one second, and I like huddle with the other two, and I say, if somebody drew them,
Right.
only humans could do that. So
Exactly.
there must be a human alive at Curtain Falls.
Yeah.
Let's go kill him.
No, they might.
Hold on now. Hold on.
No, they might
Let's
know
not be
something
too
about
hasty.
where Melody is, or maybe there's more humans somewhere that I could find.
First of all, I don't know who this Melody is. Second of all, no, I'm just kidding.
I look
But-
wistfully in the distance.
Okay. Well,
Second
that's
of
gonna
all,
be annoying.
okay, we can keep him alive. If he tries anything funny, one
Well-
shot him.
Do you understand what that could mean for us, though, if we found someone who could draw? I mean,
Yeah, they could make someone with bigger tits. We have to destroy this guy.
oh my god, I didn't even consider that.
But
I was
they could draw
thinking
more-
about a man with a giant ass, no face, but I understand. Okay.
Yeah, no, focus on that. Focus on that.
Kiss. Okay. Does he have the little drawn face, or does he like? I gave him a bandana.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
That,
you can like there is like a head structure, but it's just like the center line.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the lines
And
are
I
the
have
eyes.
Okay.
I've taped a piece of paper with a face drawn on it onto his forehead.
What does it
Okay.
look like?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing.
What celebrity does it look like?
Looks like Oprah Winfrey.
Wow, you're
Love it.
obsessed.
Okay. I would like to go up to April. Yeah, I would like to lean down and you see the back of my head, and I want to kiss.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like this individual is like looking at your face,
Yeah. That's
which is
terrifying.
doesn't typically happen.
And I don't like it.
Okay.
And I want to lean down so that like everyone else can only see like the back of my giant hair,
Yeah.
and I want to give him a kiss on his little Oprah Winfrey mouth.
Okay. Yeah, you give April, who uses he/him pronouns, a little kiss on his Oprah Winfrey drawn mouth. How good of an artist is Rover, by the way?
I
there-
mean,
is there
he doesn't
check
have opposable thumbs, so it's not great.
Yeah, you see this little cat drawn, like cat paw print painted picture of Oprah Winfrey that you lean in and give a little smooch to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
and-
somehow learned how to shoot a gun really well, but like,
Yeah.
I don't really have the drawing skills.
And I look at April and I go, a kiss. Anyway, I have to go back. And I go back to the huddle.
Oh, I thought you meant back. I feel like you walk all the way back to the whistle letter.
You all see as like Tits like steps back, you see that like now on like you can kind of see it like peeking about the sides of this piece of paper. You see like little like 3 hatched lines on either side of like where the cheeks would be.
Oh my god, Tits, he's in love with you.
What? Yeah, that happens.
I just think we should go to the Curtain Falls and we should try to. I mean, the Raiders are horrible and a bad influence on April already, as we can tell. We need to go there and rescue whoever they have hostage, whoever they're making draw new tunes, and I guess bring him back to
And
Scribbleton.
yes, exactly. Yes, you get it. Let's do that. Wonderful.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, then on 3,
Sorry.
we say, rescue the human. Okay, 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3,
rescue
kill him
the
dead.
human.
Rescue the human.
Rover, you're pissing me off.
Yeah, the dogs say that to me all the time.
I pull Rover's hood like over over their face.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, stealthy time.
Yeah.
April, if you wouldn't mind taking us back, that would be wonderful.
The road on again.
And they kind of turn and begin to.
Okay.
What a gentle sketch.
Yes, follow the assless chaps.
Yeah, you just kind of like see like this figure somehow wearing these like Toon clothes that you've put on it, but there's still like just that like rectangle that is this ass.
Yeah.
Just like moving
Yeah, I've
ahead.
seen those.
Yeah, this like drawn, sketched, flat, sad ass rectangle begin to lead you towards the town of Curtain Falls, where theoretically maybe there's a human there.
Don't say
But-
maybe.
Not for long.
Not for long.
I swear to God.
But that, I think, is a story for another day.
Woof.
Ooh. Woof.
Hang on. I have a... Oops,
Oh?
I can't find my sound effect. Hang on. I'm on the wrong page.
Uh-oh. We honking? We honking out here, boys?
No.
Oh. Yeah, as like you all begin to walk off into the sunset as the, whoop, it just closes
That's
in. It
all,
goes,
folks.
that's all, folks.
You can follow us on different socials. The links in chat, or if you're watching on YouTube, the VOD. And I think we'll see you next week. I'm gonna go to the end screen, but stick around for it because I made a fun little video to end the stream. So enjoy, and we'll see you. Bye.
Bye.